Hi guys, so in this video we have to see threesome. Okay, so in this problem what they are asking us to do means they will give one input. Okay, now we have to say like you have to add three numbers. If you are adding those three numbers means you have to get zero. That's the question. Okay, so by adding these three numbers, any other three numbers, you have to add any other three numbers. By adding those numbers, you have to get zero. If you are getting zero means you have to return the output. That's all. This is the question. So minus one, 2. By adding these three persons, you will get 0. By adding minus 1, 0, 1, you will get 0. So if there is any other thing means you have to return it. Okay. So here the input is integer array and the output is array list. Okay. If you don't know what is array list means, just check our video. I have put a separate video for array list. So there you can get clear clear definitions or clear explanations. Okay, so now we are going to solve this. Okay, okay, so consider this is our array. Okay, so how to solve this problem? So consider this is our array. Okay, we have to add three numbers. We have to add three numbers so that the sum will be 0. Okay, so likewise we have to add three numbers. Okay, so I'm just making this index as I, and I'm just marking this index as j, and I'm just marking this index as k. Okay, by fixing I and j, I'm going to increment k, and I'm going to find all the possibilities. Okay, so by, for example, here minus I value is minus 1, j value is 0, k value is 1. So by adding these three persons, you will get 0, right? So in an array, just add these persons, minus 1, comma 0, comma 1, just add these persons. That's all. Okay, so after this, just move your k. Okay, so check these person. First, this is our um, first checking. So this is our second checking. Okay, so my I value is minus 1, j value is 0. I'm just holding these two values. I'm just iterating only k. Okay, so my k is 2. I'm just checking these three values. It is not equal to 0. So I'm just moving my k. Okay, by fixing I and j, we are moving k. Now minus 1, 0, minus 1. So it is also not equal to 0. Now you have to move your k. Okay, so once I'm moving this k, say minus 1, 0, minus 4. So it is also not equal to, it won't, the sum is not equal to 0. Okay, so that's all. So by fixing I and j, I'm just iterating k to find the possibilities. So I have got only one possibility. Okay, now I'm just moving my j. Okay, so we are just moving our j. By fixing the I, I'm just moving the j to the second position. Okay, so I, j, k. Okay, so first for this ij, I'm just iterating my k. Now for this ij, I'm just going to iterate my k. Okay, so listen. So minus 1, 1, 2. So see this, whether it will give you the output minus 1, 1, 2. No, right? Okay, so I'm just moving my k. Check for this, minus 1, 1, minus 1. So it is what won't give 0. So I'm just moving my k, minus 1, 1, minus 4. So for this ij, I just iterated my k. So this is also no one will give the 0. Okay. Now what I need to do, for I'm just want to move my j. Okay. For this I and j, I'm just going to check all the possibilities. Okay. So listen, I just fixed my I. For this I and j, I'm going to check the possibilities. Okay. So still now we have got only one possibilities. Okay. Okay, so my I value is minus 1, I, j, k. Okay, my I value is minus 1, my j value is 2, my k value is minus 1. Am I right? Minus 1, 2, minus 1. So for this, minus 1, 2, minus 1. So what will be the answer? Minus 2 plus 2, it is 0. Am I right? So you can add this to the answer. Previously you have got minus 1, 0, 1. This is one array. Now minus 1, 2, minus 1. So this is one possibility. So we have got two possibilities. Okay, we have to check all the possibilities. So just moving my k to the next position. By fixing this I and j, I am just moving my k to the next position. So for this minus 1, 2. So I want to check another possibilities. So I'm just moving my k here. So my I value is minus 1, my j value is 2. By fixing my I and j value, I just want to iterate my k. Okay, now my k is minus 4, so it is not equal to 0. Next step, for another j, I have to check the same things. Okay, so for example, minus 1, minus 1, 4. So this is some other ij. I'm just changing my ij. For this, I will check. That's all. Okay, so for this I value, I'm just fixing my I value and j value. I just search all the possibilities. Now I want to change my I. Okay, so you have to do the same thing by keep this element as I. Have to start from this index. Okay, previously by fixing the first index, by fixing the 0th index, you have traversed j as well as k. So by now I have to fix this ith index and I have to traverse from here. J and k should traverse from here and try to find all the possibilities. Okay, you are going to do this. And also, if you are saying the same possibilities again, means you should not, it should not write it. For example, here I have seen 0, 1, 1, 0, minus 1, 0, 1. In future, if I see this, in my array list, I'm already having minus 1, 0, 1. Okay. In future, if I say is minus 1, 0, 1 means I should not add this. Okay. I should not add this. If you have a different array list, you can add this. If you are having a same array list means don't add it. Okay. And also, if you see the output means all these elements are sorted. Okay. See this, first minus 1, next 2, next minus 1. Here order is minus 1, 2, minus 1. But in our array list, it is showed as minus 1, 1, 2. Okay. So it is sorted. Okay. You have to, when you are storing your things, you have to sort it. Okay. So for that, I am just having one nums n equal to nums dot length. Okay. For I should have 3 for loops for I, for j, for k. I have to have 3 for loops for int k, j equal to 0, not I plus 1, j less than j plus plus. Okay, for int k equal to j plus 1, k less than and k plus plus. Okay, so if nums of I plus nums of j plus nums of k, if all of them are equal means you have to do one thing. Okay, so this is our concept. So what is the I last value? Okay, so for example, we are starting from here. Okay, okay, listen, you are starting from here. Your starts your I from here. So your j and k will start from here. Okay, so if you are starting your I from here means your j and k can start from here. Okay, because both, not all of them should point a same address. Okay, each person should represent a unique element. Okay, so if I'm just making this as my I means I don't have j and k. Am I right? So I have to stop my I here itself, because after I need to have two elements for j, k. I need to have two elements. Okay, so I'm just starting my I here itself. Similarly, I'm just starting my j here itself, because after j I need to have one person to add. Okay, so I'm just stopping my I value by n minus 2. Okay, n minus 2 itself I'm just stopping it. J n minus 1, by n minus 1 itself I'm just stopping it. I'm just stopping my k by n. Okay, to store the list that I am having one array list, list 2D array list under another list. So here I am just storing integer result equal to new array list of. This is how we need to create an array list. If you don't know what it is, what are doing, or you don't know anything about array list, means first you have to learn about array list. Okay, so array list is a dynamic array. That's all. Okay, so so if your sum, you are finding a sum, right? So if your sum is equal to 0 means what you need to do? I'm having one temporary array list A or L equal to new array list of. I'm just having one temporary array list. In this array list I will add all the numbers, nums of I, nums of j, nums of k. Okay, so I'm just adding nums of elements, or I'm adding all the elements to my list. Okay, so what you are doing means nothing. In array list I'm just adding my elements, minus 1 comma 0 comma 1. Likewise I'm just adding my elements, that's all. Okay, so after adding these elements you have to sort it, because in results all are sorted, right? So collections dot sort of L, by using this you have to sort it. Once you sort it, you have to put it in a 2D array. Okay, so here I am having one 2D array list. So in this array list I just want to insert my my small array list. Okay, that's all. Okay, so once you have sorted, I just want to add this array list to my result. Okay, I just inserting my small array list into a big array list, that's all. Okay, but okay, so after all of that I'm just returning my result. Let's see what's happening. Okay, it says wrong answer for one person. So what it just means, it just give the duplicate elements also. Okay, so instead of giving the original elements, it just gave the duplicate elements also. That is duplicate result. Okay, so listen. So we have one list. Okay, so before adding this result to the 2D array, you have to check whether it contains it or not. Okay, so for example, here before adding before adding another duplicate array, I just want to check whether I am there or not. So this is my result array, minus 1 comma 0 comma 1 is there, minus 2 comma this is also there. Okay, I want to check whether I am here. If I am here means I won't be added. If I am not here means I will be added. Okay, so if I am the first person, I am not a duplicate person means you have to add it. So I am just checking result or contents of L. Okay, so if your result doesn't contains the L means, that is if you are using not symbol, if your result doesn't contains the L, I'm just adding the L. If your result already contains that L means, contains the list means you are not adding the list. Okay, so that's all. So this is our program. So what you are doing means, you are by using 3 for loops. Okay, by using 3 nested for loops, I'm just adding 3 persons. If the answer is 0 means, we will store it in an array list. I'm just inserting the small array list to my big array list, that's all. Okay, this is what happening here, but it throws time limit exceeded because of you are running it for 3 loops. Okay, that is the whole time complexity of the program is big of n cube. Okay, the whole time complexity is big of n cube, so it takes more time for if your element, if your array contains millions of trillions of data means it takes huge time. Okay, so that's why we are going to another approach. So what does that approach means? Nothing, two pointer approach only. Okay, So I have this code. Okay. So for this array, we are going to do it by using two pointer approach. Okay. So what we are going to do means I'm just having one I to iterate it. Okay. Next, I'm just having a left right pointer. Okay. So before using two pointer approach, first thing you have to sort it. Okay. So first thing you have to sort it. So minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 4. Sorry, minus 4. Okay. So first thing I have to sort like this. First thing is sorting. So after sorting only you have to do this approach. So I'm having one I pointer and also left to right. Two pointer means you should have a left right pointer, right? So I'm having a left right pointer. Okay, what I'm just doing means I'm just adding my I, L, R. Okay, minus 4, minus 1 plus 2. You are adding these three things. Minus 4, minus 1 plus 2. Now it says minus minus 5 plus 2, it says minus 3. Okay, so compared to the 0, minus 3 is less. Am I right? So minus 3 is less. So what happens now, if you are using small, like if you are using a small number means you will get small sum. Okay, your sum is very small. Okay, so I'm just moving my L to the right in order to get the higher number, higher sum, that's all. Okay, if you get a higher number, higher sum means it is easy to get it, right? So it is easy to get the sum as 0. Okay, so you have to move it. So here also minus 4, minus 1, 2. Here also the same thing. Okay, so in order to avoid the duplication, I have to check whether my data and my previous data are equal means I'm just skipping my data, because if I'm doing again here, you will get the same answer. Okay, you will get the same answer. I want to avoid this. Okay, so if my element and my previous element are same means I am the duplicate person. So I'm just, before calculating itself, I'm just removing it. Okay, I'm just moving to the next person. I'm not calculating it because it definitely throws the same output. Okay, so I'm just calculating my I plus L plus R. I value is minus 4, L index value is 0, plus R index value is 2. So it is not equal to 0. If you write it means minus 4 plus 2, it is minus 2. Okay, so still it is negative, that is it is less than sum. Your sum is small. So if your sum is small means you have to move the left pointer to get the high value. Okay, now if I am just adding, it means minus 4 plus 1 plus 2, still it says minus 3. So your sum is very small, so I have to move my L, that's all. Okay, it is moved. Okay, so by using this by keeping this as I have tried all the possibilities. Now I am going to keep this person as I. Okay, so by keeping this person as I am just going to try all the possibilities. Okay, so here I'm just making this person as I. So my I value is minus 1, my L value is minus 1, my R value is 2. So if you are adding this means you will get 0. Yes, it is a possibility. So I'm just adding it my array list, that's all. I'm just adding all my elements in my array list. So after adding this, I have to, so if your sum is less means you will move right left. If your sum is greater means you will move right. But here the sum is 0, right? Whether we have to move L or R. Okay, we can move both the persons. Okay, so I'm just moving both the persons. Okay, so here I value is minus 1, L value is 0, R value is 1. So I got another 0 output. So I have to add it in my array list, that's all. Okay, so listen here. So minus I plus L plus R. So this give you the 0 output. So I'm just adding it to my array list, that's all. Okay, so if I want to move L and R means that's all. It just gets over. So we have to stop here itself. So afterwards, so after checking these possibilities, what I need to do? I have to move my R. For every I have to check both the L and R. Okay. So I'm just moving my R. Sorry, I'm just moving my I. Okay, now this becomes I, and for this side it will check again. Am I right? So before checking this, I just want to know my previous element and my element are same. Okay, my previous I and my is values are same, so the same result will happen here also. So if I am just doing this, means the same result, -1 plus 0 plus 2, likewise the same answer, same result will happen. So in order to avoid this, if I am just having the same number, means I am just avoiding this person, that's all. Okay, if you are seeing the same person again, means in order to avoid duplicates, I'm just skipping them. Okay, we are just skipping them. Okay, so here minus I value is 0, L value is 1, R value is 2. So if I am just adding all this person, means you will get 3. So it is greater than 0, I have to move R. So that's all, you have to get stopped. Okay, don't move I to this person, because after I we have to have two persons left to right. So we have to stop here itself. Okay, so now we are going to do that. Okay, so int n equal to nums dot length. Okay, I have to iterate my I loop from starting to last third one, I n minus 2, because after that I should have two members in my list. Okay, for ij. Now I'm just having my left pointer as I plus 1. If I am at first index, means my left pointer should be in I plus 1. My right pointer is last person. Okay, so I'm just checking if, okay, we are going to add them. Okay, before checking it, okay, if your I value nums of I equal to nums of I minus 1, means, that is, if my value and my previous values are not equal, means I don't want to check this person, because if I'm checking this person, means you will get the same answer. Okay, so I just want to avoid him. So if nums of I equal to nums of I minus 1, means I just want to increment my I. Okay, we are just incrementing by I. We are going to the next person. Okay, so if it is not equal, means I have to find the sum. Nums of I plus nums of j plus nums of k. Sorry, r. Okay, I want to add I, L and R. So I'm just adding my things. If your sum is equal to 0, means you have to do one thing. If your sum is less than 0, means, if your sum is less, means you have to move L pointer to go to get higher value. Okay, to get higher value, you have to increment your L, or else you have to decrement your R. Okay, if your sum is equal to 0, means you have to add yourself in the list. Okay, so in order to get the list, I am having one list of integer result equal to new array list of. So I'm having one array list. So in this list only I have to add my elements. So in order to add elements, I need to have a temporary list. So here I am just having one temporary list of integer equal to new array list of. Okay, L dot add of nums of I, L dot add of nums of L, L dot add of nums of R. So I am just adding my three elements. Okay, so for example, -1, 0, 1, means I am just adding my three elements in my small list. Okay, so afterwards I am just going to add it to my original list. Okay, that is to-do list. Okay, wow. Okay, so you are checking it for I, right? Whether you and your previous person are equal means you are skipping the your person. Okay. Similarly, you have to do it for L as well as R because I got one output. If I'm doing this again means I will get the same output. So I have to do this here also. While nums of j equal to nums of j minus 1 means j plus plus. I have to increment my j. So similarly, I have to do it for my k also. Sorry, r also. So you have to do it for left as well as right. Okay, so after that, I'm just incrementing normally. Okay, so if your sum is reached 0 means I just having one temporary list and I'm adding it to my result also. Okay, so after adding it, I have to increment my L as well as R. So by checking this, we are incrementing my L as well as R. Okay, next one is okay. Let's try this. Shall we return the result? Okay, L is already defined, so I'm just naming it as LL. Okay, here there is also another thing. If I'm just checking my value and my previous value, for 0th index there is no previous value, so it will definitely throws an error. So I'm just checking I should be greater than 0. Okay, for 0th index there is no previous index, right? So I should be greater than 0. Okay, so similarly for this person's also you have to check L should be greater than 0 and L should be less than R. Okay, here also R should be greater than 0 and then R should be greater than L. So it have to follow these rules. So if you say this here means after adding my list, I have to check whether my left person and my next person is equal means I am just incrementing L because I don't know if the duplicates value. Okay, to avoid duplicates, you are just incrementing the next, you are going to the next person. Okay, so if my person, that is I am and my next person are same means I'm just incrementing to the next person. Similarly, I'm just checking for R also. If I am and my next previous person are equal means I don't want to check previous person, I have to move to the next person. Okay, so you have to do this again and again. So it's very easiest thing. First thing you have to sort it, then I have one I loop and I have to run this I loop up to last third element because I need next two elements for j and k values. Okay, so if your I value and if my value and my previous value are equal means I'm not doing anything, just continue. Okay, next for I'm having L pointer and R pointer, so until left pointer is less than R pointer I'm going to find a sum. If sum is equal to C means okay, you have to create a list and you have to add all the elements. If your sum is less than 0 means you have to increment L or else you have to decrement the R. So once everything is done, you have to return the result. So this is our approach. It is very easiest approach. I'm just fixing one I and I'm just moving L R in the simultaneously. We are moving L and R simultaneously. Okay. So here also there is a while loop here. Here also there is another while loop here. So the for loop is here. So the time complexity is big of n squared compared to the previous approach. This approach is somewhat good because in previous approach it takes big of n cube. Okay, so this one is the best approach. Thank you for watching. Thank you.